Today I'm going to teach you how I progress clients who've never deadlifted in their life to being able to deadlift with a barbell. And this is even something that I'll do from time to time, because when you add weight to the bar, it's really easy to get out of form. One very important thing about deadlifting, you're going to want to make sure that your knees are going in the same direction as your toes. If you cannot physically do that, that's because you have a muscle imbalance and your body is compensating in order to correct that balance and strengthen your legs. And we're gonna have to fix that muscle imbalance before we have your deadlift. All right guys, so the deadlift is basically half a back exercise and half a leg exercise. And to get clients used to this motion, I have them do it with no weight at first. And the way I have them do that is, you spread your feet about hip width apart, put your hands on your thighs, keep your head straight, and you're just gonna bend at the back until you get to your knees. And it's just a hip hinge. Once you get to your knees, it's all legs. And then we do the same thing in reverse. Once you get to the top, really squeeze those glutes. After they get the motion down, I have them do it with a kettlebell, light kettlebell, just to get them used to doing it with some weight. Now, once the client gets it down with the kettlebell, I have them do it with either a broomstick or a piece of PVC, something very light that's going to represent a barbell. And you want to stand about hip width apart. You want your hands to be outside of your legs, so you're not dragging your hands on your legs on the motion. So we're going to go down, all back, all back, all back, legs. Legs, all back. Squeeze those glutes. So one thing to make note of, you might have to go with a wider stance if you don't have a good enough range of motion to go with a closer stance, and that's to avoid rounding your back, because we're in the gym, we're trying to get better and get healthy, get some muscle. The last thing we need to do is break our back. You'll see a lot of people use Converse or barefoot, and that's because when you have a running shoe like this and you have a little bit of a heel, your foot is basically not on the ground completely. Whenever you're deadlifting, you want a nice flat shoe, and you want to be able to have all four corners of your feet on the floor at all times. Now you also have to consider your grip. The most common grip you're going to see in the gym is a mixed grip, and whether it's left or right, it doesn't really matter. It's up to you. And what happens is that prevents the bar from spinning when you pick it up. So it allows you to lift more, but whatever arm is palm out, you're going to develop a muscular imbalance in your shoulder. So recently, I've switched to the overhand grip, and that's because I do not want a shoulder imbalance, but I also would rather fix my grip instead of just putting a band-aid on it so that I could lift heavier.